What's up, traders? John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at the USO, the UUP, and the GLD. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames using technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like these videos, go to my website, sign up, or click down here in the bottom right-hand corner and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Guys, we've been doing live intraday sessions. It's exactly what we do here in the videos, but in a live setting. Come by, check us out. If you like what you see, sign up at StockBookie.com. All right, guys, USO daily chart, 66 cents down, a little bit up after hours, 40 million shares traded, 5.61% down on the day. Just getting it ass kicking, guys. Unbelievable. So it comes up here. Goldman Sachs, a couple other guys telling everyone, oh, it's time to buy oil. Here we go. And we at StockBookie, we're looking to short oil. I wish 14 bucks, 15 bucks somewhere in here. You had another gap fill at 15.38. Anywhere past 15, 16, that's where you wanted to get interested. Just didn't make it. If you take the Fibonacci from the last high pivot back here around 1624, we were right into the 618 as well. Got over it, then came right back down. Did we even kiss? We didn't even make it to 14, but right back down. Nice little bearish pattern. You know, and like every other time, guys, they got to pop it up right here. And I'm sure somebody was like, oh, time to buy oil, you know, and then bam, bam, consolidation. Even had a little bottoming tail here. Not a true one, but hey, you got to respect that. Once you close below it, then you cannot respect it anymore. Closes below, closes below. What an ass kicking right here, guys. Right into the next gap fill, and then these pivots, and there's a gap fill down here right around the 1070. You start cracking through this little pivot here. Low is 1063. You will start filling these gaps down here, okay? All right, this is the daily time frame. Let's bring this back now. I'm going to bring the retrace to the last recent high, or pivot, if you want to say right here. So now we're pivot high, pivot low, 618, 750. I think we go to the 750, but we're going to see. I have no position in this, guys, so I could give a rat's ass. All right, month or weekly. I wish a little bit higher, guys. We would have been in this one. We would have been kicking ass and taking names. Actually, if we would have shorted here, guys, for my members, we would have been out. Maybe hold a quarter position here, and that's it. I mean, it's already 10% here. Maybe 12, 13%. I mean, you get this thing short from 14, you're at 11, get the hell out, period. That's what I teach my members here, guys. Well, there's always more trades. We'll wait for the bottom to buy the dip. I don't care. Big area, 1080. All right, you can see it too. Boom, pivot, pivot, and then right back up, right back into this area, and right back down. Oil keeps dragging down, guys. It's going to drag everything with it. All right, so be careful with this trade. Still in a weak stance below the MAs, even on the weekly time frame, guys. So let's see what this thing gives us this week. Right now with this close, very ugly. Doesn't mean it can't click and go right back up. We're going to see. If it continues lower, then we'll be looking for this $10 area for support. That gives out, guys, just step back. And that's it. Even on the monthly, guys, back below the 20 and the 50 week. Right here was pretty good. That's why they were all like, hey, time to buy oil. It's going to be great. We couldn't get above this red candle. Until you get above this area, 1386, it's not going anywhere. And guess what the high was, guys? 1386 right here to the penny. This is a breakdown bar. If you can't get above this red bar and that red bar, nothing's going to happen. First one would be this one. If it continued up, then you'd be looking for that one. That's why I'm saying right around that 15, 16 area, that's where you wanted to short. But you know what? If it comes down, goes back up, we'll do it again. But I think what's going to happen is you're going to have a high, lower high, and that's going to be the trend right now. This 925 cracks, guys, you better hold on to everything you got. If you're long in the markets, you better start to tighten the stops, period. Markets are a little bit erratic, a little bit of news-driven right now, and just be careful. What I teach my members here, small positions, slow and steady, and let's pick on stocks that's been high-flying, that's been ripping higher. Those are the ones we're trading, because if we do end up getting slammed, everything's coming down. And you want a stock like this, guys. We are short shop. You want a stock like that where it's just been going up, 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 up. USO craters, SPY craters. This 274.90 stock at shop, this thing's going to be back at 180. These are the ones you want to pick on, all right? Anyways, a little bit hyped up on a Sunday here, guys. But, man, Monday's market, I want to start ripping this thing apart. We had a killer week, guys. We had Amazon or AMD puts. We bought some Amazon calls. That was like a 10-minute trade. kicked some ass on that one. We took OKTA short. We were shorting puts. We were going long puts on the SPY. We had Tesla calls. We lost on that one, as well as everybody else, basically. But here at StockBookie, guys, Tesla, I'm telling my members, you can inch in a little tiny bit right now, but until we hit that 178 or even 165 area, don't load the boat. Just small positions. Give it a shot. Where everyone else, guys, on planet Earth is trying to buy the dip with everything they got. So money management right now in these markets are super, super critical. And if you're losing your ass, stop trading, guys. It's not worth it. We go down, let's wait for lower areas to buy the dip if that's the type of trader you are. For me, I short the rip, I buy the dip. I don't care, guys, long or short in these markets. I'm just trying to make money. All right, so right now, be careful with the USO, especially if you're trying to go long. If you start testing this $10 area, $9.25 area, this gives out, look out. I think we can really come back down to this $8 area, maybe even lower. Overall, guys, look, down, sideways. That's a big, big bearish pattern. I'll leave you with that on the USO. All right, UUP, guys, this is the dollar. All right, I'll go to the daily time frame. 11 cents down. Like it's an ETF, so 569,000 shares traded, 0.42% red on the day. I mean, we're in an uptrend right now, guys. Look at this. We're staying above the 220 MA, just chopping, chopping, chopping. You have nice spacing in between your moving averages, and you're above the 200, the 50, and the 20. As long as this thing stays above there, and it could chop around, it's going to do that. We made a new high here. It's going to pull back, chop around. Let's go to the bigger time frames, guys, where we can see a little bit more. So you got double top coming up here. That's why we're getting a little bit of a stall out, guys. Period. I mean, look at this run. You can't deny it. Dollar's running. We came down here, held these areas. We were following this for a while when this thing was coming in. And it got the little bounce here, where off a double bottom, you had some gaps down in here, got the slight bounce. What do they do, guys? They retrace it up and then take you out. We held this area because, look, we went up, we chopped around here for weeks, and then we broke out. That's going to be great support. All right, let's take a Fibonacci from this low. Let's just see where we're at to the all-time, not the all-time high, but this high pivot. Holy crap, guys! 618 retrace right at 23.20 or 33. That's another great area. So we get the support, starts chopping around, and actually this was looking pretty bearish. Chop, chop, chop until this. Dollar starts screaming. Central bank, guys, the only one that can move the dollar like this. Period. Just like oil, just like the GLD, they're not really I mean, they do, but man, central bankers, they're a bunch of pigs. Let me tell you. So this thing comes up. Now we're right in here. Got a couple little tails here, so that can mean something. But if this thing gets above that 26.50 and starts making a run for this 26.85, 27 area, let's go to the monthly. We could definitely go higher, and there's still some high pivots. This is where it started, this ETF. But look at this, guys. Here's the high at $30, and we're marching. We're at triple top here. If this gets through here, you better look out. It's going to take the markets with it. Down, that is. USO2 coming in. That's talking to us as well. So be very, 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 very careful in these markets. I mean, look at this. Straight up. This is the oil, guys. Dollar straight up. Where'd the USO go? And this was right before the stimulus ended, guys. Dollar straight up, oil straight down. It's such a bullshit scheme, guys. It's central bankers, guys. That's who controls all this shit. Look at that, straight up out of the blue, and then right before the dollar ends, guys. We're ending QE3. It's if you can't see that, guys, I don't know. Wake, rub your eyes, wake the f up. So, all right, we're holding the 618 down here. Made a nice run, guys, for months. Look at that, for months straight up. So we're right back in the triple top. Let's see what the UUP gives us. If it does get above this 26.83, guys, look out. All right, let's go into the GLD, guys. GLD. Going through these pretty quick. I mean, you know what I'm trying to tell you, guys. Now you got the GLD. When it was down in here, it made a nice run. All right. I've been in the GLD since right here. I'm already half out and then holding. This is like a buy and hold forever. I hate doing this, but it seems to be working, guys. I like the fact that we're above the MAs again. We're a little bit weak down here, but we were filling gaps, and we had some more gaps to fill down in here. So just in case it started sliding a little bit, we have some big major support down in here. All right. We also had the 120 area, which was great as well. And that's what the hell. I mean, it was chopping and slopping. What they usually do, guys, they'll bring it up, all the big boys will tell everybody time to buy gold, just like USO. Then they slap them in the face and they'll chop it up and down. They'll just, because everyone doesn't know how to do small positions, guys. They're all in. They said all in. Let's do it. And then you're white knuckling this thing. By the time it gets down to here, guys, you're all in, getting margin calls, and you're like, holy shit, I just got to get out of this. I'm done. That's your trader. That was me, guys, years ago. And then you dump it, then it flies like this, and now you're chasing it. So you dumped it at 120, you're chasing it at 123. But you're inching in a little bit at this time because it's like, ooh, last time they got me. Then it goes a little bit more, though. $4 or $5 more up. Well, a couple. Let's go 3. Right back in the double top gap fill. Then you're buying more, then they slap it back on you again. So just be careful. For me, I set this position. Great low pivot here, and it's working out great. But even here, we go up, chopping around, then they drop it. And it was like, oh, come on. But for me, it was a smaller position, no more than 10%. And then you start sliding around and stuff like that. Then it just easier to handle, guys, with the small positions. Period. Go 5%, if that makes it easy for you. So gold, though, guys, starting to take off. We're going to see what happens next week. I mean, I'm not going to get too excited yet, all right? We're right back into this area. And I'm going to take this retrace now. Since we're above the 750 here going back up, I want to see what this is at the last low, which was around that 118 or 119 area. So now we're into the 50% retrace from this high to that low. Okay, so now it's kind of a 50-50 shot going up and down. We are in a better stance, though, stronger stance, above the 200, above the 20, above the 50. And actually, look at this, though, guys. It crossed over, almost looking like it was going to go in a downtrend. I was like, whoa, what's going on? So let's see if we could get that 20 MA curling above the 50 MA again. It's a little choppy, sloppy here, but we get that intact again where the 20 and the 50 and the 200, that's more of an uptrend, all right? Kind of like this. This was a downtrend. Look how the 50 was above the 20, and then we started catching it. And then once right when it reversed, then we started getting that bid, and here's the 200 MA now into it, holding strong. I mean, look at that. That gives it so much support coming in. Gap fill, gap fill, gap fill, bunch of gaps to fill. Great support down here, just in case if it comes down. Another thing I was looking at here too, guys. You can make a case. Now here's your line. There's a little trend line breakout. Why deal with the resistance? Why deal with the 382 when you just pop it up and keep this thing going? We didn't even fill the gap here too, guys, which is interesting to me. I'm thinking another pop, keep this thing going, because you don't want to deal with gap fills. Why do that? Or does it drop and we come back, fill the gap, and then come back up? Choppy, sloppy action. We are above this trend line, though, so it looks like gold could possibly start taking off, all right? So members at StockBookie were like, hey, do we do gold? Do we do gold? It's tough. Probably, it is holding this area. It would have been more of the 120 area. You would have been up a little bit on the trade. For me, guys, it's hard. I'm already in this trade down here. For me, it would be like, well, you're kind of chasing it. I mean, honestly, gold can start flying. I mean, I still think we're going to 130-ish area up in here, but we're going to have to see. Big area around double top in this trend line. If we could get through that, then step back on gold, guys. Let's go to the weekly time frame. Weekly, pretty much the same thing. Other than there's your trend line. This was a nice bearish pattern, though, guys. It really was. But it was over, all the moving averages, kind of a strong stance. You're up, going sideways. You do have these inside bars, though. Look at that. Boom, retrace, dump, retrace, dump, retrace, dump, and now they take it off. Because every time bulls are trying to buy, guys, they're slamming them. Because they're going all in. They can't do that a little bit at a time. They got to just go all in because, I know what I'm doing. So, and as soon as they do that, they slam it down in their face. Kind of like the USO. Everyone's telling everyone, buy oil. Everything's going downhill. Iran, OPEC, all this crap. And then next thing you know, oil's freaking falling. Oh, falling like a brick. Let's see what this gives us this week. If we get some follow through on the weekly close. If we close above 123.40 on the weekly close, I mean, I would love to get above 126-ish area, back up into here by next week. I don't know if it's going to happen, but if we get some nice follow through, great. If we get another click and right back down, then I think they're just going to chop, chop, chop. If we start coming in, though, 119, 118 area down in here, got a gap fill here, you got a gap fill there. Maybe it might even come down here, guys. For all I know, it comes right back to this trend line. I mean, it could. It's a little bit bearish right here. Still above this in a stronger stance. You're above the MAs. But, man, down, sideways, you got to respect it a little bit. But this inside bar here, we did close above that. That would be the first area of pretty good resistance as well as this trend line. a lot of stuff going on right now in this chart, guys. Chopping and slopping. But this little push up, that could be the next move, to bring this thing higher. All right, that, because it's still up, still choppy sideways, kind of in this channel. Lower end of the channel is the 119.54. The high end is the 127.17. So it's just kind of chop, chop, chop. Now the test will be, can we get above the 618, 750, these high pivots, and then make a run for this high? Man, if we do that, you better look out. This thing can start ripping ass. So, all right, guys, and then the monthly. Monthly, not too much other than a great inside bar bullish pattern. Wow, now that I didn't look at the monthly yet until today. Yeah, as long as we stay above 120.69 and hold, let's just go even with the 120-ish area. Yeah, look at that. Up, retrace. Wow, this thing starts going, guys. We're going to 130 right here. So, man, I can't really give out the trade, guys. I really can't. I've been down here since 111. For me to tell you to go long here, my trade's almost over. We get to 130, guys, I'll be done. Actually, I'll probably sell another half, hold a quarter, and see if we can get to. Cause look at this. I mean, honestly, we could 137, 142, and then right here where we broke down 150-ish area, we could go up to 150-ish, guys. So it's trying. We made the low, higher low, higher low. Love this pattern too. So we'll see what happens. Let's give it some time. Let's give it this week. Let's see what we do on the weekly close. But for now, guys, be very, very, very careful with these stocks. The GLD, the UUP, and the USO. It is central bank driven. If they want higher prices on any of these, they will go higher. If they want lower prices on any of these, they will go lower. If the bottom falls out on the USO, step aside with the going long. $10, 10 to $9 is the area. If that cracks, guys, step aside if you're trying to go long. Period. Man, it's freaking scam, these markets. But for us at StockBookie, guys, we're navigating this stuff, taking names, kicking ass, and trying to make money in these markets, guys. The last 6-7 weeks been phenomenal for us. Great intraday trading, guys. So, all right, that's it for these three. If you're not a member, guys, come by, check us out. It's $30 a month. Don't forget to subscribe. Try our live streams. If you like it, we go private as well with my members. And all we're trying to do is get a bunch of people together, seeing the same stuff, trying to find pivots, resistance, support, and trying to make money in these markets, guys. All right, thanks for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. God bless. See you on the charts.